Tim's got a first question for today. Have masks been lifted for all passengers? No. Other than Adventure of the Seas, there's still the mask mandate. Royal Caribbean has said that they expect there to be a change from the CDC. That has not occurred yet, obviously. But no, the rule is still in place. And let me be very clear about this, guys. This isn't Royal Caribbean's preference or the rule they came up with. The requirement to wear masks on cruises out of the U.S. is a CDC rule. The good news is executives have said they expect there to be a change, at least for vaccinated passengers. But if that is going to happen, we haven't heard about it yet. Sub Zippo, what's going on, man? Hi, Matt. Are there any events or holidays that tend to get the best discounts like Black Friday or Christmas? Seems like sale prices are always the same. Excellent question, Sub Zippo. So generally, back in the day, a lot of people would, and I saw this, Black Friday was really the holiday that you kind of kept your eye on for the best deals. In my opinion, Sub Zippo, it doesn't matter as much anymore. There will be promotions throughout the year, as you know, for different holidays. I mean, there's a sale on every single holiday, right? I mean, there's like Arbor Day sales, okay? So there's plenty of promos out there, but you guys know, especially those of you who've been on many cruises, that really the way you get the lowest price of your cruise is rarely timing a sale. Sometimes that is the case, but in a lot of cases, the earlier you book, the better your price is. That's just generally the way it works. And then, as you know, between now and your final payment date, if you're looking for a cruise next year, I wouldn't wait until Black Friday this year to book it. I'd book it now. Watch the price. If there's a price decrease between now and your final payment date, you can always cancel and rebook. And through the Cruise of Confidence program, it's actually really easy to do that now for anybody. So it's an excellent question. Have I ever eaten at Wonderland? I have, Lisa. It's quite an experience. It's a fun thing. I love it. It's something different. Is it my favorite food on a Royal Caribbean? No, I wouldn't characterize it as that, but it's a must-do because it's a very interesting experience, something very different. It's basically Wonderland is loosely based on Alice in Wonderland, and it's got a little motif. The food looks like something else, but it actually tastes like it's just chicken and whatever food items there are. They're a lot of fun. I think it's a neat thing. I would recommend it. So you didn't ask me if I recommended it, you just asked if I ate there, but yes, I did. And I've eaten there on a number of ships. So yep. Josh Taylor wants to know, my wife and I are vaccinated, kids 11 and 9 are not. Even if my wife and I show proof of vaccination, are we considered non-vaccinated, or will we still get purple bands? You'll still get purple bands, Josh. The thing is, when you're with your kids, you're unvaccinated. Like when you're physically with them, you're considered unvaccinated. But if the kids are in Adventure Ocean, Josh, and you and your wife are enjoying an evening on the Royal Promenade, you can go to the vaccinated areas. Just when they're with you, that's the thing. If you wanted to leave them in Adventure Ocean and go on a shore excursion, you could do something on your own. Does that make sense? It's just a matter of if the kids are with you or not. It's a great question. And by the way, guys, I also should point out all the protocols for cruises sailing this summer are all subject to change. So keep that in mind, that what's happening now doesn't mean if you have a cruise in September, October, November, January, whenever, don't assume the rules today are going to be what they're going to be when you cruise. It's very much a lot of changes going on. So just keep an open mind with a lot of these things and understand that, certainly. For Perfect Day CocoCay, do you need to carry your passport when off the ship? No. And I'm a big proponent. When I get off the ship, like in Cozumel, in Nassau, I take my passport with me. But at CocoCay, there's really no point. Same for Labadee. There's just no point in taking your passport off the ship at the private islands. You're not going anywhere. Ryan wants to know, do you know if USA sailings are open to non-US residents like the UK? Yes, absolutely. There are no residency restrictions for U.S. sailings or, Ryan, Adventure of the Seas in the Bahamas. So, yep. April wants to know, what special restaurant we choose for kids under 10 on Harmony? Assuming COVID protocols are not an issue, April, I would say, without a doubt, Izumi Hibachi. That's a family favorite. You will love it. If that's not available to the kids, I might choose Giovanni's. What kid doesn't like pasta except for my kids? My kids like pasta. They just don't like red sauce, which is just plain weird. I don't know. Must get it from their mother or something. The red sauce thing, not the weirdness thing. Full disclosure before someone texts her. Keith wants to know, do you think the muster drills will remain virtual? It's such a great idea. Oh yeah, absolutely, Keith. We're never going back. To quote or to paraphrase Taylor Swift, we are never, ever, ever getting back together with the old muster drill. It's going to be e-muster for life, and that's awesome. I love that change. Absolutely. When can you start checking in for your cruise? Chowder Time wants to know. It used to be 90 days before your cruise, but after COVID, it's all over the place chatter time. It just magically appears. As an example, I booked Odyssey of the Seas for Labor Day, and check-in began today for that. Check-in opened up today. Whereas when I was on, Freedom of the Seas and Adventure of the Seas, the check-ins were a lot closer to the sail date. So it's all kind of out there while they're trying to get everything kind of together right there. CS wants to know, do the back of the ship's cabins have a lot of water movement? I mean, some people might tell you, yes, there's a little more perceived motion there. I don't know if that's really true or not. I think I did actually on Adventure, this has spent 2 weeks. We had the room all the way in the back of the ship. Maybe a little bit more. I could feel like it's moving a little bit more than it was back in the middle of the ship, but I wouldn't characterize it as a major factor by any means. So, all right, guys, thank you again so much for joining us here. Check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Plenty more Royal Caribbean news, information, fun, advice, all waiting for you guys over there. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe. Do something fun. And we'll talk again very soon right here on YouTube. See you guys.